You were standing there when John said that about this being the hardest training team in 32 years of his tenure. What does that mean to you? What does that say to you?
That's a pretty big deal for him to say that. He's coached a lot of great teams, so to be a part of the team that he says is one of the hardest training team. That's awesome. I think it's just a testament to who the people on the team are. It's about a good group of guys. A lot of young guys, which is really good for our future, and it's going to be exciting.
Do you see a different John Smith this year? You guys renewed success. Is he different this year than maybe in the last couple of years?
Not really. Every year he expects the most out of us, and that's the same this year. He's always going to expect us to be perfect, and he says, he has some kind of quote. He says strive for perfection and you'll hit excellence somewhere along the way. And I think that that's what he preaches every year, and this year's no different. Every year I've been here, it's been the same. He always expects the most out of us, and I think that's why he's been such a good coach. And this is like I said before, it's a good group of guys, so it's that type of mindset has been really good for us.
The duel down in Norman, that was kind of you guys' first big test of the season. What did you learn about this new group down there?
Well, so I wasn't a part of that duel. I think I was sick, so I was watching from home. But it was we wrestled good. We obviously anytime you win, that's what you want to do. So it was disappointing for me just not to be there with the guys and to be a part of one of my last Bedlams. So but I'm glad it was a good test for them early on, and they passed it, and we've passed a lot more tests along the way.
Daton, I know you said you grew up going to Bedlam duels. As a wrestler, do you see the rivalry from a different angle than you do as a spectator? I guess, do you appreciate it more as a wrestler than you do as a spectator?
Yeah, I appreciate every opportunity I get to wrestle, but Bedlam's important, especially in wrestling, and for us, we want to win, every single time. We've had a great record all time in Bedlam, and if we can win every Bedlam from here on out, then we want to do that. So it's always a big duel for us, 2 times a year. So it's one that we have circled every year, and this one's no different.
Have you given any thought to the importance of keeping OU in the Big 12?
Yeah, I think it's important just for the sport of wrestling in Oklahoma that they stay in the Big 12 and they stay competitive. Whenever OU's good, OSU tends to be pretty good as well. So it's good that they're going to stick around in the Big 12 for wrestling.
What does it mean for as someone who grew up wrestling in the state? What does that mean to the state, keeping OU in the Big 12, keeping the Bedlam rivalry going?
It gives fans a chance to still have a little bit of Bedlam. Obviously we're going to miss it in football, and I don't know about the other sports, but if fans want to still participate in Bedlam and see that rivalry, then show up to you have 2 chances to show up, once here in Stillwater and once in Norman.
Because it has been such a big part of your life as a wrestler, just watching it and now competing in it. Is it going to be weird after this is over? You're not going to wrestle those guys again?
Yeah, it'll be a little different. Hopefully I can still be a part of it. As a coach someday. Obviously that's what I want to do in life after I'm completely done competing. So maybe I'll be in a couple more Bedlams just on a different side of it.